as we see ASPAS potentially take first contact.
Yeah, he's potentially going to be tested up top.
Oh, they've slipped
Top of the
right
tanks.
through.
Just a back peeking through there. Shaneham's lucky to be alive here, but they know that they've lost control of this one. Still, ASPAS looking this way, that way, doesn't really know which way to collect these kills, though. Still, 2 going to be falling. Added to the tally before the trade eventually came out.
Could have been disaster, couldn't it, this round for MIBR, and yet it's KRÜ that falls early.
Pop flash through doesn't connect at all. Adezin's off angle was perfection, keeping it contained, leaving it just down to Melzer. Plenty of danger, as you said, Josh.
He was incredible in their previous game.
1v3 though, when you're on 70 HP. Spike is in his hands.
And the players are spread, but trying to get 1v1s in this spot is going to be tough.
Yeah, really difficult. Already you can see them just plucking away at him from the sides.
He doesn't have information about Cortesia either.
Oh, the decay, damage kicking in. Gets the plant down, but how much longer can you survive? The bullets rattling around. Melzer needs something quite close to divine intervention to even stand a chance. And yeah, quick flash through, triple peek in motion. That's MIBR clutching up there with a pistol.
No, you're saying. And now MIBR very active, though Ardezine has fallen, trying to take a fight.
Could crack entirely the side open. Outlaw in the hands of Nosworth. Removes Kesnet.
This is everything over here towards A, though.
Yeah, creeping behind. That's a good flash.
Oh, what
Shy
great
gets the
info.
acknowledgement. Yeah, he knows that they're pushing deep past that line in showers, so pressure mounting. 50 seconds left onto the clock.
You've got to know this is a good timing for KRÜ to go for the execute. They're not going to be pushing out showers completely alone.
Nosworth going for an absolute solo play here. Looks on literally single-digit health when he's going for that. Okay. Leaves Cortesia just to be doing the most here. To the back of the site, Sheriff in hand, 4 bullets left to do it! And heads are rattled straight off the shoulders. And Shy just cannot do it all. Into the corner. Get some sort of connection here. There's going to be an orbital strike as well, just to try and blow this up. Crack, open the site for KRÜ. Nosworth creeping inside that elbow smoke, and noise has been cut as well. There's uncertainty. But as soon as you hear the footsteps as well, now is the time to strike. Coverage be called for. 20 seconds left. They haven't cleared out this who could play Ardezine. Happy feet, trying to dance and dodge and weave around the bullets. Can't dodge most of that still. Cortesia happy to oblige right from the flank now, but left at least in that 2v3. Ult turns as well for Kesney. He's got a showstopper sitting in the back pocket. Same could be said for ASPAS, but they're going to need potentially one more kill to make it winnable. Important fight. Kesnet wins it. And with that, turning up the heat.
And once more, they have the operator on one side of the map and the showstopper on the other. So this still looks really difficult for KRÜ to get in. They're trying to play these slow rounds so that they wait out the gate crashes from Ardezine. His final gate crash is about to expire soon. Just closed.
Discipline play. Whoa, skipping a hop across as well with a TP. Straight back and away. Shaneum. Molly at the feet. Not willing to step over the line.
40 seconds left. A very weak B site. If Cortesia dies on this flank, KRÜ could still pivot back to B.
35 seconds to slow play. It's been the name of the game here for KRÜ now. Seeker's going to be leading the charge on top of that with a flash as well. Not quite dead it. It's going to be an ult popped off. Shaneum no more for this war, but up and over. Comes around as well. ASPAS happy to return that fire once more. Tizine, where the hell is he getting these op shots from? Inside the smokes as well. Pop flash thrown around. ASPAS going to be looking to lock down Lamb's control. Molly up and over as well to delay, deny. But pretty important fight. ASPAS wins it. Close quarters combat. That's what the sting is going to be called for.
It's 20 seconds.
And here it is. Kesnet, plant down. Nothing else to really delay and deny this one. Still at all.
Snakebite across the map from Cortesia.
Drop down. They've got the lineups for this one as well. Now the shorty's in their hands. Dominate the positions into the smokes. There's only 7 seconds remaining, and chaos has been scattered straight all across the site. An attempt now from MIBR. They got the weaker guns, but it might not even matter one bit. Picking up the upgrade. ASPAS, the goat himself, steps up to that challenge, and they know that they've got KRÜ corralled into the corner. Out through short, flash to the side, broken almost immediately at that. Kills it to flood in, and the feed is filling up with red. KRÜ might have just done enough. Cortesia out in the open, just the pistol, and a trade shortly after from Mazzino. So, Util just being expended early to try and deny them from taking control of this one, but just Mazzino alone with a Trailblazer. Orbital strike being held
about
too.
using the orbital strike there.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe if there was a bit more punch behind it.
Same short lurk.
And they've looked all the way through. Keznit on a fantastic angle. High ground. Willing to do the damage here, and ASPAS hard committed onto the corner. Cleans up almost instantaneously. It's a showstopper, let loose and around. And also was traded out with the bullets before that could even get any sort of value. The snake bites still flying up overhead. Onto the feet. It's going to make it really difficult to try and get the hell through.
And Artisan's come into this round with a glass cannon Vandal. No armor.
Yeah, good luck at this point. 2v3. Heroics. Needed flash through and around. Patience played there by these group players, and the right timings are just there for them. This is 5-5.
Same thing to keep in the back of your mind here, though. Orbital strike. Showstopper, available for the defense.
And they hit that jump spot. They were primed and ready, waiting for the second round of things to go. The ults could still spell a bit of problem. At least out for KRÜ here, Arazine. Inside tube, and needs him to wade right into him though. Bucky in hand, a bit of spam, and through KRÜ surrounding.
They need to deal with him quickly.
Still, snare closing. Like you said, time is getting away from them. TP is called for. Already back into the fight. That puts him in orbital strike range if they want to go for it. 20 seconds left. Do you choose to commit it? Being held into the back pocket, just trying to hold to see if they can catch that timing. Shy. Lucky to be alive, but almost pulling the bullet into the back of Shaynum. KRÜ have just been running rings around MIBR so far. ASPAS looking to step up though. It's two players earned. That's an ult expended. Let's it rip. Time. Starting to tick. Over the strike as well. That gives them the peace of mind. Pushes them back all the way. This is a plan inside a tube. Can Shy even play for this one? Spam. It's going to be called for, but can even get onto the line? The answer is no.
It's taken MIBR from a team that even the Brazilian fans were not too keen on to a top 4 spot in kickoff.
Relevancy. And an early pick as well. Keznit toppled. Trying to fight for control of Hookah. There's a bit of fluidity into the approach, but it's going to be punished at that. When the money's flourishing, why not? Fine operator. Punish one of the peaks. Not expecting that.
KRÜ with a heavy presence here, thinking about the Vice ult.
Nozo's head just peeking over the top. Wasn't going to be able to find that angle. Steel Garden does not connect. Shaynum's alive with the gun out, primed and ready. In through Alba, but he needs the timing to take, and he's just going to take it anyway. When the plan was going down, no one watching that smoke. It's a bit of a schoolboy area, at least at the end there, for KRÜ. Might be kicking themselves, I think, for just letting that one slip, because it has granted momentous opening now. MIBR going to go for a little bit more here. Shy. Wait a second, wins out that fight. 2v2 now. Smoke still bloomed and blossomed in a pit in the back pocket. Verso says, why not? This is the time to do it. Offloads it. Players are in though. Grabs from that window. A bit of spam and stray with the bullets going this way, that way. Highlighting. And ASPAS, wick burning, options limited. And Verso, the pivot play towards the end, leads KRÜ 6-6. That haze, see if they can claim a kill or two. Arazine. Early take and control out towards Showers. Picks up that space nice and early. Flash through, this time trying to dominate his angles and play it, but anti-flash is called for. Still KRÜ looking to get away just even. 3-3 in terms of the body count.
Casino's not going to read that.
Yeah, and he's just being squeezed there. Full grip occurring. Back through, trying to flip the map. Not quite, actually. Second guessing themselves for it still. Wait a second.
Oh, that's filthy.
Just a pixel of an angle, and Keznit capitalizes.
Noz could die to that nade.
Rebounds it. It's definitely going to push them off the plant. You've got to respect it. Options opened! And you've got to square up, stand your ground, and try and take the fight, but Arazine chooses for evacuation instead. The spike in its grasp, and an open B side as well to work with.
And not just this, a flash to play off. So if Keznit and Melzer try to find a fast timing, they could end up with a flash in their face.
Primed, held in the hands, takes it, but Melzer steady with the aim. For the trouble, but they want to speed this one all the way up, and there it is. Talking about it, all lay it down, flash up and over, Thorns as well, target acquired, ASPAS. Let's crack this one open, but he needs his team to get straight back in, and the util has flooded in, stalled out MIBR for but a moment, and now the flood defense. Time earned, bought up.
I mean, Kesnet is going to send this one, isn't he? Off the back of Shy running out elbow.
Here it is. The fuse is there! And ASPAS just reveals his place and position. Was hoping for the early pickoff to deny that, getting any sort of value before he could cross that threshold. MIBR so tight to the corners here. They're trying to play heavy. Hard onto the sides. The cross up, the switches up. KRÜ, what ready? Shaynum! Cortesia!
Looking great for KRÜ to get to map point.
Yeah, scraping at the bottom of the barrel if you are, MIBR. Flash in the face. Ardazine was the one to take that contact, so he's going to TP back to safety, but KRÜ just ready, waiting. Turning a bit of lead over the way up towards B long. Still no baiting out of this Vice Wall.
No, I don't think we're really seeing the value that MIBR thought they were going to get from the Yoru. They're not playing these slower rounds, trying to find Vice Util, breaking it. Actually, the big rounds where they've had ultimates, they've just been going quick. And they've never quite been able to get Adversu out of this position either. What a beautiful timing on the snake bite.
As soon as the wall goes up, it's granted it, gifted it, still satchel up and around. Kesnet does not want to be hard committed into the site. Now they know, presence from MIBR. Paints the picture, trying to get the plant down on top of it. A duel, an important one at that. Shaynum winning it. Loses his life though in that battle towards Lambs. Tip tap, happy feet. ASPAS wins it. Mills are still here. Rounds and away. Sliders of angles, and ASPAS is begging for it. Someone to open up these angles, but just missing those few stray shots. And what is it going to be called for? Pop flash through, but that's individualistic. Noswa was alone. He was trying to go for that one, and no connection means that Melzer was handed a freebie almost. Tapping away here, trying to play this one to the dregs. Pull it down. Time is ticking away, but the guns are just not there to play with. Not in any way to make it winnable. KRÜ up to 12. He might be walking into a very deadly setup. I believe there's two players doubled up in a bit of a high-low. No, not quite, just Mazzino.
All of this noise from MIBR on A has drawn 4 players. There is only Mazzino and Vice Utility home to defend B. Yeah. And now KRÜ realize they scramble. Is there enough time for MIBR to get in?
Thorns slowing him down. Mazzino, man, he's got his head on a swivel. He's got the bucket in hand, man. I mean, his position is not ideal, and he's going to be punished for it. Still, KRÜ, time bought, back into the fight. 20 seconds left, and the gunfights need to be won out for MIBR to even stand a chance. Finally, taking a bit of space. Claiming it forwards, the spike still needs to get planted, and defense in order, pushing them back. Kesnet, it's like a pesky problem, just chewing them to pieces right from the side. The plan finally committed, but a 2v2 and they're not anticipating this. Adversu from the behind, Shaynum has to do it all. Orbital strike, earned for the drop down, pushing Adversu forwards and backwards. No sound cues given away. 39 HP, and a bloody dream at this point. Shaynum cannot do it all. And with that, KRÜ find that 13th, and map 1 is theirs. It's the aggro called for, but it's a knife to push them back as a result of it. And look at KRÜ stomping all the way up. Listen, there's no hiding the intent from this one. Noswa has to expect that this play is occurring, dashing straight into the face of a few of them. Noswa, an attempt to answer back once more, still 2 versus 2. It's what we're left with.
Not bad from MIBR, to be honest, because KRÜ had the right reaction. But now, the KRÜ players have the opportunity to take the initiative. Looking to try to catch the timing.
Walking all the way up, crouch peek into it. ASPAS missing that first shot, but just spots it. Flash and a re-swing! Blind as anything. And ASPAS is left to do it all. 40 HP. Sheriff in hand. Hello! Chances, opportunities. Fires the shot off. Goes picked up, but cannot adjust and flick to the side in time. Mazzino.
It's about as dangerous as an op. Ardazine playing in front of where all of this util is coming for him. He's got to find value.
He's spotted. Has to drop back and try and play the retreat. Not finding that time in a util. Still, standing his ground. Wins it versus Kesnet. Pop flash through, didn't even quite connect onto them still. Tap in, ajar with a movement. Almost going even. Orb drop down at their feet. There's about 55 seconds left into the round. And what's your play? If you are KRÜ, can you even evacuate out of this when the drone sees all?
Caution here.
Look for Shy. Looking for Shy to make the play. Shy is absolutely the playmaker in this spot. He's used his orb to get across.
Trip at his feet.
He can hop up silently here, though.
Yep. Oh, a thief in the night. He might just be absolutely about to walk them, but he needs to win the opening fight out there versus Noswa. Just not quite happening still. Sheriff in their hands. This time, though, rifles prevail for MIBR. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. They don't really want to be going fast into this one, seeing if they can poke and prod, find where these setups are. Ideally, find where ASPAS is. Trying to hide his presence. Nobody to break this drone, just himself. So, has to reveal the hand.
Noswa actually tried to body block the Viper orb at the start of this round, and so I think it's a bad smoke in mid, but that doesn't matter.
Flash! This is exactly the type of stuff that was throwing NRG off. They were trying to play ahead of the Viper wall, but the underhanded flashes in play. Noswa in for the back, trying to grind up a win. Con! Melzer! Oh, he tried to dish it out as well. Cortese just catching him there, and here it is. Viper ult, Neural Theft revealing quite a bit at the locations of these crew players.
Another enormous flank coming through from Cortesia.
Yeah, and it's all relying onto that, I think. Shock darts doing the damage. Quick tap, flash through, snake bites! What is occurring? They're trying to flip the map and take it away from them still. ASPAS trying to take it straight to them, rifle in hand! That's what you get! Flash through, up and over, drone as well. It's going to be spotting a multitude of targets, but with the nade at your feet, ASPAS cannot take the peak that he was hoping for. So with that reveal, and now the plan actually committed. Dash not active yet. ASPAS holding on to it. It's going to be those no commands emanating out from both of these players. See what they can get done. No abilities to work with. Just going to take it up straight up in these fights. Raw gunplay needs to do the job. Quick scope to answer back. Kesnet. But he taken out here. Smokes in your face, making it slightly awkward. And everybody offside again. We spoke about it. Could be a problem for KRÜ if they try and opt into this play. Tap, gotta force that pull out. First wave of things, rare whiffage, ASPAS up and around! Drafted away! And sky high! Just slicing and dicing!
What an insane ace from ASPAS!
You are divided!
Now we're gonna see him once more tested, up onto the corner. Perched up, time to strike is nigh. Missing the anticipation there. Hunter's Fury to supplement this, it's quite a lot to add into this exec.
Last time they ran an execute like this, Cortesia got caught, and the rest of MIBR ended up saving. KRÜ with aggressive post-plant positions, not allowing MIBR a chance to come back through.
This is up close and personal, Mazzino. Oh wait, flash for a flash. Hold on! He's won the timer now. Artisan just can't get a second one though, and Shy quick on the trigger. Tap tap with the feet. Kesnet staying alive and active. ASPAS though in a 1v3 now. Hello. Just not giving the easy option, is he? Just the cam to take that first spot, so nothing out of the ordinary, at least for KRÜ. They're going to be thinking, hold on. That's a drone. You got to updraft dash just to get the hell away from it. Nothing to try and break it. Still plenty of players. Target rich is the environment. Cortesia wants to hold that down and hold down the ground. A line stepped over. Happy to shut them down and away. Shorty in hand. Why not? It's getting scrappy and messy. But, I mean, final round of this first half.
A 5v2. KRÜ cannot find enough. Melzer's flank dealt with as well. He ran into that same trip.
Trying to face this head on. Underhanded with a flash. Oh my goodness!
There's the prep. It just works perfectly. Even though ASPAS was blinded up, Shenum wasn't.
He was able to respond. Ghost in hand. Looks to Shy to step up as well, see if he can pick apart any of these MIBR players that are just holding their ground. Straight down, hitting that spike drop down, but immediately picked up.
Ardazine's already deep on B. This was an extraction process to get the spike, but if Ardazine dies...
Way up! Ardazine's missed the ang.
Then suddenly, B site becomes a little more dangerous. Adverso can take all this space. Can he make the play to win the pistol? KRÜ need it.
Here's the footsteps. Shot dart just about missing there, but the dart ricocheting potentially off across the back. Too much to overcome. Noswa tapping away their classic in hand. Zeno's only got 6 health to his name. Got to make a play for this round, but at this point, pure impossibility. Need to be offered and handed mistakes from MIBR, and they're not in the mood to be giving that away for free. ASPAS just spotting. Slightest the body. Shy with a reposition now. Quick drone as well. These players are in! Oh man, nothing to account for them, nothing to push them back and away. Hold on, nade. That did not go where you wanted it to. Still running forwards. Unaccounting for these positions.
He's just expecting the whole of KRÜ to be playing a retake spot there.
Listen, they're trying to double face this one up. ASPAS had to do a lot there. from that spot. Just all the more unlikely. Cam out wide.
One enemy
Bodies falling. One player left to stand. It's Shayna with the Guardian up in his hands. Looking sky high. That's going to be a late start. Half earned for Shy. That's WinCon's earned as well. Gives him a lot of outs to try and play into this round. And wrap into the side. It's a 4-piece. Even ASPAS to take point. Flash in his face. Crossing back over.
Ardezine's been getting pretty aggro over towards B and caught this round.
The door broken open. There's one more layer of defense for it. They will hear this before Cortesia can even get much done.
It feels quite individual here from MIBR,
Yeah,
though.
it's almost like the plan has gone to pot. At this point, looking for any sort of opening. There's only, less than 40 seconds left.
So this is going to end with a bit of an A split, but I can't really tell whether ASPAS or Cortesia is going to be the player that goes for the split.
Exactly. Who's the impetus? Who's going to get this ball rolling? Dash active. We're walking up most of the round here. Dash forwards into the smoke on top of it. Now ASPAS does have the knives to play around with, but 17 seconds left. Open towards the A site. He's the front section. Earns himself that gun.
And Cortesia did a great job of being able to pick up that site anchor early. When Kesnit fell, made all the difference, and ASPAS has got an iron grip on heaven.
Just here's a drop down, I think. Mazzina was on top of the box and chooses that as the timing to try and take it. Verso, pixel angle, trying to play with it. But he's on top of the box, and that is a lovely one. Didn't see it from his perspective, but looked rough to try and wrangle that shot together. 2 versus 3. This is slow going so far for KRÜ, but with that player advantage, possibilities for them. And now just the one once more. Shayna tries to stand up to them, but Rifle in hand can't do too much more.
Take flight.
Mid-round information for Adversa.
They missed the timing on Cortesia.
Missed the timing. He's all the way up, and he's removed Kesnit. Out of the fight, out of the picture. Neural theft as well for his troubles. Lay that one down. A quick peek from Mazzino. He can't find the body.
The movement!
God damn!
ASPAS's movement is just so good.
Bro. It's like an eel in the water. Good luck getting a grip on him.
And Cortesia comes alive. Found the timing on a really fast mid-play. The rest of the players on MIBR baiting for him. Breaking the drone, drawing the attention.
It might not even matter.
Look how easily Artesine is getting up here.
In through the back, Melter. A lot to be asked for of this guy. Steps up to that challenge.
down B.
And just like that, shoes on the other foot. Shannon, yeah, doesn't. You do not want them to be grabbing that. Cage down. In a spam, stray bullets, no targets to be found. No sort of connection, but
Cortesia's found another timing. Shine moved his Viper Orb. It wasn't in mid for them to be able to hold on. It's in A main this time. But the spike is going B.
And they just take the initiative. KRÜ realize that he's going to be lurking down there, and they barrel down the door anyway. Still, MIBR back over towards B. Slowly creeping, crawling forwards. Melter with a potential opening. The 140 does not get it done. Shy quick with the answer. Still has to give up that space onto the side, but a 3 versus 4.
Shannon has to go for a play like this.
Yeah, risks in order. Necessary, in fact, and just about wrangles that Rifle in control. Another repeat in order for him, but ASPAS, again from that high ground, not anticipating the corner and a twist of darts. He can't be going for that. Absolutely ridiculous. Slow, steady to begin, but not quite through mid. That's Ardeziine leading the charge. Trailblazer inside the smoke. There will be no safety can be granted to you. Kesnit's Boombot getting into the action, getting into the fray, and a few tap straight bullets, anticipating the angles.
Ridiculous.
Kesnit just walked straight into it. Shy getting active, getting cheeky, flooding through in through the bottom section. Not enough to stop this MIBR train rolling.
Flash comes out over towards A ramp. And so you're fairly confident Cortesia is not over in that direction, though he could have been hiding in his Viper Orb.
Verso might be in a spot above her, no, not quite. Had some help with the rest of his team, even this reposition though. Could be risky, still accounting for the angle. Orb up to replace it, Noswer. Oh my, gets the one, gets out.
Oh,
he had the spike.
He needed to escape there, he had the spike on his back. KRÜ could have won the round straight up if Mazzino had found that pick. But KRÜ are looking great on this one. Adverso may have made the play to win the round already. They're in a 4v3.
Chance of a timing here, because the dog didn't quite spot it. Up to MIBR to see if they can grasp it, though.
30 seconds left.
But
Nosra still has double flashes.
Okay. Final one for Mazzino. Used, though, and that's going to get that acknowledgement that this player is up through mid. Big setup. Shy going to be trying to anchor this A spot. He's got the cam up and over as well, so he spots the man with only 13 seconds left to play with. It's inevitable at this point. You can call for the rotations coming in, but Shy needs some help, and he needs it now. How much can this setup really do? Beautiful with a dodge and a flash as well, but that's a spike out committed, and if you had a dream of trying to win this one out, it's dusted.
That's a sick play from Shy.
Ridiculous stuff. One steps forward past the wall.
He goes forward again.
Will be going down. This is where issues lie. Again, listen, it hasn't bit MIBR too badly. Easier. Oh, that's a Bucky. That's a Bucky. That's a Bucky. Still, he's got around it. A little bit worse for the wear, but still with his life to play with, and now just calling for the rotation. So that snakebite did not connect. It did not catch the drop down. Going forward, Versus right there into the corner, and Kesnet, meanwhile, taking names in other areas of the map. That was up through heaven. Immediately going to take that reposition. And Shaynam, do you anticipate this? This is just ridiculous, man! Shy, he's been so consistent, but couldn't quite hit that one.
Can Kesnet and Adverso get rifles? I don't think so. They're prioritizing speed. Kesnet's got one blast pack.
Yeah. Not too much in terms of weaponry. It's a safer plan. Up to the corner, 11 bullets left, jumping through, and away! Kesnet! Can't get that done once more. Nosra. She'll finish line. And here's an answer. There's a flash into the face of a few of these players. Mazzino squares up, takes the fight. He's one of them, but does he want to try and take the second? And these players almost lining up. Adverso is doing good work out towards mid. Shaynam's got a lot to do. Double face. Good discipline towards the end. So 4 rounds earned for KRÜ. Shaynam's got to be careful with this one. Attempt to reposition. Cuts up. He can hear that util.
There's the pull, there's the nade.
Forces it out, but the players are already in the sight. KRÜ, they need this one. They're desperate for it, but listen, they're going straight into the meat grinder. That is MIBR. Oh, they wade right into him.
Doesn't even use the dash.
No. Doesn't go for the repeat. Doesn't want to be too predictable here. Nades are going to be ricocheting, rebounding, clearing out the vents area. And what is a call to be made by KRÜ? Already a player down. Time is of the essence. No slowing this one. No control over towards ramp. They realize the importance of it. Shy's going to be backing away, trying to hold on to main control. Plant down, but it's not really for heaven. The paranoia sweeping through, but it's open access. No one was playing there. The attempt of a pick by KRÜ doesn't get anything.
No, KRÜ pressured over towards screens. Last time MIBR went for a retake, they dominated ramp. This time, doesn't look like that. It looks like they're going to float through heaven.
It's here. It's all about the rifles in hand. ASPAS rapid to respond, and like a rocket, Adazine's in. Still, as he overstepped himself, backing and through, weaving in and out as a cosmic divide to deal with, and still KRÜ. Barely. Still, ults offloaded, but no chance to pull the trigger. Cancel the TP in view, cancel the call, not quite when Mazzino's hitting like this. Knives in through the back of the side. Shy takes up the position. It's a rapid approach, scales decently into the back, and with the pit laid down, what chances do they have, MIBR? Ult into the back pocket, potentially a window, and the showstopper is going to be called to be used! Ricocheting! And rifle play is working miracles. Melter repositions and fakes it out. Does Adazine believe it? No chance to! It's a Red Bull clutch! ASPAS is the one who's holding down a majority of this site with a stinger in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to their pistol round setup. Expecting, hoping that KRÜ were going to do the same kind of idea with that mid and B pressure. ASPAS needs help.
Yeah, he needs help, and he needs it now. Still with that stinger dash. You don't want to body block that guy. Still gets him out, gets the heal. Try and play this one for the retake.
They lost a 5v4 retake before, but a crucial difference here could be Cortazina on the flank. Shy getting pushed back into him by the dog.
Wait a minute. That could be the difference maker. The domino, the topples, potentially to end this already. Ram control, main control is theirs. The net tightening here, MIBR. KRÜ They're trying to see if they can do a little bit more damage to it. Kisner's left alone in almost an impossibility. He's being swarmed. They're chomping at his heels. Addison with a defuse, sticking this away. Has to go for the full reload here. And ASPAS crouched down, primed and ready. Addison's up front. Tanking a flash, but I think it's just that second layer thing so we can break the Trailblazer if it wasn't broken through main, which it was.
So ASPAS has been given a lot of support to keep his op online here. And you're trying to go into both of the star split players for MIBR. ASPAS and Addison.
Snakebite at your feet, you're vulnerable to up, Addison. Time to take the reposition. Up and around here, ASPAS. Feeling that heat now emanating out. Let's pop the dash nice and early here. Close to the corner, cutting it up. Nozwa has to do a lot, but he just cannot get it done.
I know exactly.
Heading control still going to be maintained, but KRÜ, access to this site.
And there's the death ball kind of stuff that KRÜ are known for, that Valen was saying they're so good at.
Pack mentality. Shy is in a forward position. The rest of his team, though, just isolated up onto the site. It does make it a little bit harder to hold on to these angles. Up and above, holding the line. Kesnet has already answered with that kill. And again, any options are just limited at this point when you just have a 2v4 operator in your hands. Like I said, there's a chance of it just becoming the shackles that are just dragging MIBR down.
This has got so serious of a chance of going to overtime. They're going to be hunting for these guns, hunting for the operator.
It rebounds the smoke. It's good defensive util just so they can ensure that they keep these guns intact. You want to save the op.
But even with the op and the Vandal being saved,
the operator has switched over into the hands of Addison. ASPAS with the knives to play with and a stinger on top of it. It's a different look by KRÜ.
yeah, going for that A-ramp pressure early on and then spreading out around the rest of the map. In fact, grouping up, looking like they want to go for a 1-minute pop into B. You see the pings on top of Shinom's face. There's going to be a lot of attention there, and ASPAS has got to support by flooding out with the knives.
I've got your trail.
Well, here it is, Seekers. Going to layer it all the way down here. We'll see what ASPAS can do. Trailblazer needs to be broken. But a nice back out into his hands, seeing what he can do with it. A bit of a pause being caught here by KRÜ. They've steadied it, they've slowed it down. The rotations are caught, they've got a lot of bodies. MIBR close to the point of contact. ASPAS dropping down, a footsteps might have been heard, and the flash does connect. Updraft and away. This is it. Time to make your moves and time to see if you can carve out a piece of the map. KRÜ, an attempt to be made here, but the stinger, the bullets rattling around, down to the bottom of the clip, yet ASPAS still claims 2. And it's a 2v2 at that. A safe plant position, cut into the corner, showstopper! Narrowly avoided! It's double digits. Adverso is barely clinging on, the nade rebounding.
There.
But a bit of calm inserted.
And this is actually quite a tough retake. If Adverso had fallen, MIBR would be sitting pretty, but now they've got to break a crossfire.
What lies on this? Closure of the series, or OT on the line. Melza tucked up the crossfire setup, and damage done to a variety of them. Taking the peek, Addison! And Nozwa with the 1-2 punch! MIBR dash away those hopes and dreams. There can only be one, taking them through the lower bracket run. And for MIBR, it's all smiles today. They get their chance to book that ticket to Bangkok.